This is Mike Bond, Sports Information Director at Sul-Ross State University. I'm here with a couple of our men's basketball players, Cameron Roper and Jackson Valey. Guys, if you could just introduce yourself, where you're from, and then we'll get into some questions.
Yes, sir. My name is Cameron Roper. I am from San Antonio, Texas.
My name is Jackson Valey. I'm from Dallas.
Okay, so I guess the biggest question first is, why Sul-Ross? Why did you guys decide to come and play basketball here?
I chose Sul-Ross because first I would say the facilities here are pretty nice. I would say top notch. The location is kind of out the way to help you stay focused, which is basketball in school.
I chose Sul-Ross because, again, the facilities, a lot of trust in the coaching staff, and just we have a great environment and people around us, a good support system, allows us to do our job well and execute.
Now, we've got a conference that is pretty tough. We had 6 teams from our league go into regionals last year, and we had a team that reached the national quarterfinals. What do you guys know about the league? And was that part of the reason why you guys wanted to come here? And what do you expect for you guys to do this year?
Yes, I played a big factor into why I chose this. I said the Lone Star Conference is probably the best conference there is here in Division II. And just knowing that the competition and other teams would just make us better, and it really make me better.
It's about competition. At the end of the day, everybody wants to play basketball at the highest level possible. So coming here, coming to the Lone Star, playing at a great school like this, great conference, is everything you could want.
Well, I want to thank you guys for your time. I wish you guys the best of luck this upcoming season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're back. We are now with Xavier Webb, men's basketball head coach at Sul-Ross. Coach, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk about us, the upcoming season.
Absolutely, love to do it.
Coach, we had some good points from last year. A big win over Eastern New Mexico, a player of the week, an all-conference selection. However, we come into this season with only 2 players back. On the plus side, you brought in a good number of players with previous collegiate experience. Among those are 2 guys who got time in at the NCAA Division I level. Is that experience going to be a factor this season? I don't want to give away all of what you want to do this year, but could we see a different Lobo team than we have the last few years, and what are your expectations?
Yeah, no, so, a lot of questions there. The first one, obviously, good first year in the Lone Star, obviously picking up a couple wins. Ethan Yancey breaking a school record was pretty awesome as well. So it's a good first year, good learning experience, and good base to build off of. Going into this year, like you said, we got a lot of new guys. And so this preseason, it's been a lot of gelling together and team building and a lot of install and stuff like that, a lot of teaching early on. So with the guys we have coming in, like you said, a lot of them are experienced all the way from D1 to JUCO to some high-end high school level basketball as well. So the guys are competitors, great attitudes coming in, they're grinders, they're gelling well pretty early on, so it's a well-connected group, and going into this year, we look to take that next step, be competitive year 2, compete for a top 8 spot, and it's going to be tough, but this group is playing together very well right now.
Who do you expect to be the leaders this season? I have to say, I'm excited to see what Antoine Holmes can do. He got solid time in at UTEP, and I think he could be one of the better players in the Lone Star.
Yeah, Antoine's definitely one of our vocal leaders right now, along with Jackson. And those 2 right now are kind of locking into the leadership roles for us. And we also got Keegan Moncrief, too, that he's really stepped up in that vocal leadership role as well. So it's gonna be fun because it's gonna be a leadership by committee. It's not gonna be just one guy, and I think that's good to have because you have multiple guys that are willing to pick teammates up and get the guys going in the right direction.
The Lone Star Conference is a very tough conference. 6 teams qualified for nationals last year. Let's talk a little about the teams. Who do you expect to be up there? And this year, we've got a little bit of advantage. We came into last year, most of the teams, if not all of them, we hadn't seen or hadn't played in a while. Will a year's experience help us?
Yeah, that first year was a big learning curve for us. like you said, 6 teams made it to the national tournament. We almost got 7 in there. It's a high competitive league. It's a lot of fun. So that was a big learning experience for us, just to see where we need to be at, you know. So I think this recruiting cycle, we've made up some ground a little bit, and now it's a matter of just building on it this upcoming season, and yeah, looking forward to it, because I mean it's anyone's game in this conference. You know, you had WT making a run, and then this last season you had DBU making a run to the Final Four. So it's anyone's game, you know, and it's a battle day in and day out in this league.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule once again. We wish you the best of luck this season.
I appreciate it.